Okay?
Right there, that's perfect.
And the gloves make a lot of difference.
Yeah. It's awful.
And you're holding this without the gloves is not nice. Done. Hi guys!
Hey!
Welcome back to another video on our channel. Today we're going to be tackling the subfloor. So these are the wood beams we went for subfloor. This is going to be the basic structure that every single piece of furniture is going to be screwed into. This wood is pressure treated, which means it has mold and mildew resistance because we didn't want to have to treat every single beam ourselves, so we just went with pre-treated wood. Let's get to it. It's looking nice. Wow, we did a lot today, honey. Good job.
Good morning, guys! So yesterday we actually ended up forgetting to cut a few pieces of wood, the ones that go on the outside of the structure.
We're just gonna cut those pieces of wood and we're gonna finish the subfloor structure so that we can then start thinking about how we're gonna deal with these notches. The van has all these ridges going along it and we are not 100% sure how we're gonna handle them. That's it. Let's just get to it. And just like that, the floor is pretty much cut to size.
It's looking extremely good, and might I add, I am better than I expected at cutting the wood.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely. Did you enjoy cutting the wood?
I actually did. We actually cut a little piece of fat wood at the end, so it had this smell,
nice.
this aroma. This is the one that smells amazing. You can see that they're full of resin, right? You can even see it on the side right there.
Smells
See that?
amazing. Let me smell it.
That's so good.
Smells like nature, summer.
So the new multi-tool arrived. I think this is exactly what we needed to cut the grooves in the wood.
First attempt, let's try it.
Yesterday was just a practice run, guys.
It was. We weren't used to using that tool at all, so hopefully today, fingers crossed, it'll go better. Today we're going to see if we can make all of these, well, maybe not all of them, but a few more of these beams sit flush with the floor and with each other. We're just trying to make sure that we have 20 millimeters of space available for the insulation. Woohoo! That's it. That works.
That's perfect, isn't it?
I think so. Nice. That's exactly right. I think we cut a little bit more than we had to, but it works. bought this big roll of Reflectix. We're going to use this for multiple things. Hopefully there's enough. But one of the most important things we're going to use it for is to insulate and create a vapor barrier on our wheel wells. As always, everything we use in the van build is going to be linked down in the description below, and you can go check out those links and check out the prices and get them for yourself. These are very hard to insulate because they're a very weird shape. So we want to make sure we create a vapor barrier around them to at least stop any moisture building up in the metal. We've already applied our kill mat on the wheel wells, as you can see, and this makes a huge difference in terms of road noise. Oh, this actually cuts super easily. Thanks. Question. Do you think we should glue the front parts and we could like kind of wrap it around and see where extra needs to be cut?
Yeah, I get it. Okay, so right now we're gonna use the contact glue. What we're supposed to do is apply it on both surfaces. We wait 10 minutes and then we just pop them together.
You got it.
You have your mask?
Yeah. You're too close. That's way too chaotic. Of course, Rico had to glue his own fingers. You were clicking way too hard. Yeah. I'll do the other one, okay? All good. Okay, let's go. One swift motion.
And that's locked ended.
It's so cold underneath it. Okay, try and get all the corners.
Yeah.
I think it needs to be more to this side.
Okay,
like that.
Is that good?
Uh-huh.
Go.
So we decided on this weird approach. We only glued the front part of the wheel well down. The next step is to glue down this top part right here and make sure that we don't have that seam here, which is nice. And then once this is nice and secured, we're going to be able to see just how much excess we have to cut out here.
So you guys notice anything different about me?
I would say it's a big difference, actually. How do you feel about the new haircut?
I feel very refreshed.
Yeah.
You know?
Isn't it weird though? Because you've had the hair so long for so long.
So long, yeah, it's very weird.
Let us know what you think about Rico's new haircut in the comments below. Okay, let's do this. I haven't driven in a while.
I see.
Okay, is this left or right here?
Left.
We're just going into the hardware store to go get ourselves some plywood and some self-tapping screws. I think these are them.
It's 3 of these.
But that's over 150 euros in total.
But I mean, it's the floor you're standing on, you know?
So expensive for plywood.
Plywood. Oh my god, these are heavy. On the left. Wait for me.
Two at a time, honey.
You're strong.
Are we pushing our luck here?
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're gonna have to come in with me. Hold at the bottom, honey.
Yeah.
Good, thank you. Then it can't go.
We just left the hardware store. We found some very nice boards, but two downsides. Super expensive.
So expensive.
Super expensive. Second one, we wanted to just use 2 boards, but we actually have to use 3 of them.
They didn't have the right size.
Yeah. So we paid $164.97 for all 3 boards, and we had them cut down to size in the shop free of charge.
Yeah, that was
which was
nice.
quite nice.
That was very nice.
I got it.
Oh my gosh, okay. Good job, honey. so difficult. I don't know.
Oh, that cuts pretty well, yeah?
It's super easy to cut. Okay, and then if we want, we can like overlap it, which is nice. I'm gonna cut along the line.
Yeah, use a line.
Once we have the wheel wells insulated, we can finally finish the floor because we needed this vapor barrier to be continuous all the way into the floor so that no moisture ever builds in the metal. Here goes nothing. Honestly, from what I saw online, I thought this was going to be way more relaxing. So I just patched up that little joint. And that's about right. Put it right there. That was perfect.
That one went well, yeah. Looking good. Perfect.
And we won't bore you any further with footage of this. We'll just show you the final product. Now that we're done with the wheel wells, they're fully insulated. We're gonna finally put in the floorboards again and see how it looks like. Hopefully, fingers crossed, glue it down. We ordered a pizza. We have like half an hour.
Yes.
Let's go. I also like that we have a little bit of the spaceship theme going on with the kill mat and the insulated wheel wells. It's a big one, the one. Did we not bring it or something?
We brought all of them.
But I swear it's one of the big ones. It's
Then
the
it's
same
not
size as that one. I know what it is. The second one is the first one. The first one is that tiny piece. Oh my gosh, we numbered these, but we were just being dumb right now. Number one is a super tiny one. Yeah, that's why.
You swore. You were swearing. Like, number one is a huge one.
But I swear it's one of the big ones.
Oh, that's perfect.
Look, he's gonna try
No,
to get in
don't
the
go
van.
in the van. No, no, Cricky.
He's gonna go in the bottle.
Oh
Look.
my gosh.
Perfect.
So we totally just failed. I think we were just actually kind of trying to rush it a little bit because we really wanted to get it done tonight. We wanted to set the floor down so that tomorrow we could get started on the insulation and everything because we do have a little bit of a timeline and we wanted to have the floor ready for something fun that we'll tell you about later, but it just doesn't always work out. We almost broke our, what's this called?
Caulking them.
It's not doable in 20 minutes, was basically what I'm trying to say. You can't glue down your floor in 20 minutes. So we're probably just going to call it a day for today, and we're going to come back strong tomorrow. The sun is very beautiful because it's sunset. It's like 8:30 right now. How do you feel, honey?
It's hot and tired and a bit stressed, but the sunset is very beautiful.
First thing we're going to do today is we're going to cut our first piece of plywood because we're going to use it as weight because we're going to try and glue everything down and leave it overnight so that it dries nicely.
Yeah, that's it. It's perfect.
Okay,
See that?
it's perfect, isn't it? We just need to trace it now.
The size is literally perfect.
We need to follow the curvature of the van along this part right here that I'm pointing at with our new slither of, what's this called? Plywood. I need to hold it here and drag it along. It's kind of good. Okay, this might, I don't know, I'm going to recheck this part. Yeah.
That honestly, I'm pretty proud of that one.
Yeah.
Look how smooth that is.
That's amazing.
Show me the money.
Oh my gosh.
This side is looking amazing.
It worked!
Didn't work very good on this side.
No, it worked perfect! It's perfect, honey. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Why? Because there's my finger.
No, that's amazing. That's awesome. I think that's it. Oh my gosh!
That's perfect.
That's amazing! That's better than perfect. That's amazing.
Look at that.
It did take us forever though. It's the happy insulation dance.
Yes, sir.
Let's grab some dinner.
Yeah.
Some fried rice Rico made for lunch. Okay, so it's starting to get a little late. The sun is actually setting. So we're stopping the insulation. We did like almost half of the van. The thing we didn't explain before, and the reason why we're rushed, we are going on a trip this weekend. It's gonna be the maiden voyage for Vali. It's gonna be kind of like a camping trip. Obviously, this isn't a home yet, so it's gonna be more like camping. We need a floor to do that because otherwise it's just way too uncomfortable with all the ridges in the van.
Hello.
Hello. I can't believe we thought we were gonna be able to do this last night. That was some dumb planning on our part.
Ambitious.
Ambitious.
Yeah, I like that word better.
Guys, don't buy this crap. It's supposed to be like liquid nails. I have to apply so much pressure to make anything at all come off. We're just measuring up our second piece of plywood that's gonna go after the one we just installed. We've glued down half of the floor, we've cut a little bit of insulation, so we're doing a little bit of everything at the same time instead of sticking to one task and then another. It's looking good, honey.
Very nice.
Good job. This is what it turned out like. Yeah, this is not gonna fit 100% either. We're finally walking on our brand new plywood floor. If you look at it from afar, it looks pretty good. If you look close up, there's some gaping holes in random places that there shouldn't be. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. It feels pretty good. Obviously, it still feels a bit unstable because it's not bolted down and the wood below it is not secured to the floor and there's no insulation. We're gonna get all of this plywood out of here, finish gluing the floor, finish cutting the insulation, apply the sound deadening, and then put this back in and bolt it down, and we'll be done with the subfloor. Almost done with the beams. Rico is just checking in because I have all but completely ruined my hand.
So we just went and bought 3 more rolls of tape. We're actually losing sunlight, as you guys can see. It's golden hour right now. Nes is just finishing up all the taping that's needed. This part right here.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna bolt down all the plywood floors. You guys can see that 2 of them are already there. 1 of them missing here. And we're gonna be done for the day. Think we can do it, girlfriend?
I think we might just.
We finished the subfloor.
Oh my gosh. It's been a wild ride. It might look like it's daytime right now, but if I turn this off, this is the reality we're dealing with right now. We just have a very powerful headlamp.
We're very tired. It's very hot right now, and it's very late.
Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
It's so windy. It's being so violent.
Here goes our friends.
Boy. Oh my gosh, that wasn't well secured. Along with the project.
Chill.
Is it on me?
Project.
Things we do for YouTube.
Did I touch the wheel well with them? Honey? Honey? Is my jacket dirty?
Yeah.
Zip my glove. I'm gonna cut. Oh no!